Hi everyone, welcome back to our Python NumPy tutorial series. So in the last video we learned array manipulation, reshaping, stacking and splitting array. And in this video we will explore statistical function in NumPy. That is extremely useful for data analysis, machine learning and scientific computing. So what we'll do, let's get it started. So we'll say array manipulation dot py, right? So we'll import numpy as np, right? Now what you're going to do, we are going to first calculate min max, arg min and arg max, right? So what we'll do, we'll say array equals to np dot array, and we'll pass the value that is 10, 20, we can say 5, we can say 40, or we can say 15, right? 25 and then 4 and 15, right? Now what we're going to do, we're going to print the original array, print array, and we'll say error, right? Now let me just copy this and write for the min, right? So we'll say array dot min, yeah, and we'll say array min, and we'll copy this again. For the max we are going to use the max, right? And I will say array x, and then what we are going to say, we are going to get the index of minimum value, that is arg, we are going to use arg min. So we'll say arg min, and we'll say index of array min, and we'll copy this and we'll going to use for the max also. So we'll say index of array max now, and this is going to be max, right? Now so here what we'll do, we will understand one by one. So this line basically print the original array, and this line is going to be the print the minimum value of the array main, and this is going to print the maximum value of the array, and this is going to be the index, that is the minimum number of index, and this is going to print the maximum number of index. So what we'll do, we'll say Python array manipulation. See, so we got our original array, that is 10, 25, 25, 40. Now minimum value is 5, maximum is 40, and the index of min is 2. So 0, 1 and 2, and index of max is basically 0, 1, 2 and then 3, right? So we got the minimum, maximum and minimum index of the minimum value and index of the maximum value. Now in next, what you're going to see, we're going to see sum, mean, standard variation, and yeah, standard standard deviation and then variance, right? So what you're going to see, we're going to see sum, mean, standard deviation and then variance, right? So what we'll do, we'll just comment this so that we can see the output clearly, and we'll change this value. So we'll suppose we'll say 10, 20, and then we can say 30, and we can say 40, and then we can say 50, right? Now what we'll do, we'll print sum, then we are going to say array dot sum. So this function will give you the sum. Now we are going to get the mean. For the mean you have to use the mean function, and we'll write here mean, right? And what do you want, we want median, right? So we'll print this, and for the median we have to use median, and for that we have to use np dot median, right? And we have to pass the array here, and we'll say this median, right? And for the standard deviation, we are going to say print, and we'll say standard deviation, and we'll use the array dot std, right? That is going to be standard deviation, and we'll print this again. And for the variance, we are going to use var, and this is going to be variance. So we are seeing here the sum, mean, median, standard deviation, and then variance, right? So for the sum, you have to use the sum function, and for the mean, you have to use mean. For the median, we have to use median, and then standard deviation STD, and then for the variance, you have to use variance. So, and these functions are very essential for the data analysis and statistic, right? So when you are going to work with a lot of data and doing a lot of stuffs, right? So let's run it. So what we'll do, we'll just run this. So it's a NP median is wrong here. Yeah, we have added the extra A here. So we'll run this. Yeah, we got the sum 150. We got the mean, that is 30, median is 30, and the standard deviation we got the 14 point something, 14, and then variance is 200, right? Now these are the very important for the data analysis and the statistics. So what we are going to do, we are going to use the we are going to see the cumulative sum and product, right? So we'll comment this, and we'll change the array, or we can use this array. So what we'll do, we'll just print, or let me copy this so that we can save some time. Yeah, print. So we'll say cumulative sum equals to array dot, let's say cum sum. That is, yeah, that is a cumulative sum. And suppose you want cumulative product, so you have to just copy this, and we'll just print this, and we'll say product. So for that we are going to come and then prod, right? That is a that will give us the cumulative product. So cum sum calculate the cumulative sum of element, while cum prod basically calculate the cumulative product, and these are useful for financial calculation, probabilities, and running the entire total. So we'll clear this and we'll run this again. Here we go. So we got the cumulative sum, that is 10, 30, 60, 100, and 150. And for the cumulative product, we get 10, 200, 600, 6,000, 24,000, and then 1,20,000, right? So that's how cumulative sum and cumulative product work. So in the next one, we are going to see percentile and quantiles, right? Percentile and quantiles. So for that, we'll comment this, or yeah, we can comment this, and then we'll just copy this, right? And we are going to see some percentile, right? Suppose you want 25th percentile. So we'll say 25th percentile. Now for that, we are going to say np dot percentile, and we have to pass the array and even 25. And suppose you want the 50, so I'll write 25 50, and then 75, right? So it's a 50 and it's 75, right? So we will say np dot percentile, and we'll change this to the 50, and this is going to be 75, right? Let me write this for the quantile also, so that we can understand easily, and I'll explain later. So we'll say 0.25, and that is going to be 0.25, and it will be quantile. So you yeah, got it here, and then we'll just replace this. Yeah, so this is going to be uh, 50, that is 0.5 quantile, and then this is going to be 0.7 quantile, and we'll replace this, that is 0.50, and then that is going to be 0.75. So percentile basically specify percentage 0 to 100. Quantile specify fraction, that is 0 to 1. Right, that is what you have to remember. And this is helpful for the data distribution analysis and outlier detection. Right. So what you have to remember, the percentile and quantile divide the data into equal part, and percentile is specify percentage, that is starting from 0 to 100, and quantile specify fraction, that is 0 to 1. And this is very helpful once you will work with the data distribution analysis and outlier detection, right? What we'll do, we'll run this and we'll see what it print. So yeah, so we get the 25th of percentile 20, 50th of the percentile 30, and 75th of the percentile, that is 40. That is 0, 20, 30, and then 40, right? That is a fraction. Now, now in the next thing we'll see sorting array. So let me comment this, and so we are going to print origin. I think we don't need to print the original as we can see it here. So first we'll sort the array. So let me copy this and we'll print this here. And let me change this. So we'll say sorted array. And we'll say np dot sort, and we'll pass the array here. Yeah. So np dot sort, basically that will sort the entire array. So what we'll do, we'll clear this and we run this. See, we got the 10, 30, 40. That is already sorted. So what we'll do, we'll replace this as 70, and we'll say that is 80, and now we'll run. So we can see. So it's at 10, 30, 50, 70, and 80. You can also sort the 2D array along axis. So I'll give you an assignment. So just try to sort the 2D array along with axis, right? Along with a 0 axis and along with an n axis, along with one axis, right? So that's how you sort an array in NumPy. So NumPy allows sorting array easily using np.sort that we have used here, np.sort, and we pass the array. So you can, and also you can combine multiple statistical function to analyze data quickly. And this is especially useful in a data science project for summarizing large data set. So that's it for the today video. And in so let me recall this first, what we have learned in this video. So in this video we learn first thing, that is array min, then array max. So this will give the minimum value, this will give the maximum, and arg min basically gives the index of the minimum value, and arg max give us the index of maximum value, right? Now we see the sum of the array, we see the mean of the array, we see the median of the array, we see the standard deviation of the array, and we also see in the variance, right? We also see the cumulative sum and cumulative product, and we also calculated the percentile and quantile, and also the last one, sorting array. So in the next video, we will cover random number in NumPy for simulation and data generation. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for the full Python tutorial, NumPy tutorial series, right? So see you into the next one. Thank you.